Don't you need to call your limousine service and tell them you'll be delayed?
I did. I told them I won't be available for another job till morning.
Gorgeous and plans ahead. I like that. Oh, Fancy, will you take care of Noah for a minute? It's Fuff again. She can't decide between Portofino or Paris next week. Oh, my vote's always Paris. You know that.
Such problems your friends have. You know, Portofino or Paris. Paris, Portofino.
Oh, shut up and get out of here while you still can.
Why, when Esme is such a gracious hostess?
You know you're only going along with her to get my goat.
What makes you say that? Maybe I like her. Maybe I find her attractive. Which begs the question, what are you still doing here, Fancy? Come on. I never took you as someone who would share anything, let alone a date.
Go to hell. I would leave, but
But you want to see how far I'm going to take this, don't you? It kills you that I might sleep with your little friend.
No, of course not. You arrogant bore. I couldn't care less who you sleep with as long as it's not me.
Don't you look nice? What are you doing with the baby monitor?
Hope we're not late.
For what? What's going on?
You and I are going out. Dinner and some dancing afterwards. I hired Paloma and Roberto to stay here with James. Grab your bag, let's go.
What? No, I can't go out tonight. What's wrong with you?
You really like it?
I never dreamed this moment would come.
Then you're really sure about this?
Sam Wild Horses couldn't change my answer. I am finally going to be Mrs. Sam Bennett. I mean, the name I used to write on my school notebooks. I love you so much, Sam.
Ivy, let me go! Put me down! Oh, help me! Somebody help me!
Hark! I hear the screams of my lady love. Do not fear, Princess Kay. I will not let the dragon touch a hair on your beautiful head.
Since when does Ivy move this fast to do anything? Methinks she's seriously trying to keep Sire Foxworth from rescuing the damsel in distress. Now I'm starting to talk like all the weird folk in the fairy tale.
Teresa, please leave me alone.
Gwen, why are you even looking for the living will? Please just promise me that no matter what those test results say, you will not take Ethan off life support. Please, promise me that.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
All that huffing and puffing about how you'd never lower your high moral standards to go work at Crane Industries. And here you are, ready to sell your body to a woman you just met a few hours ago. Talk about hypocrisy.
Hey, look, you call it hypocrisy, I call it getting my father's mortgage payment in on time. Besides, what Esme and I do isn't hurting anyone, right?
Right.
Then what do you care, huh? What do you care what I do with my body?
Oh, I don't. Well, I don't give a hoot about you or your body or what you do.
You see, that's what I would have thought. But by the way you're acting, it kind of makes me wonder. Do you still have feelings for me? You wouldn't still be in love with me, would you, Fancy?
What's wrong? I know it's out of the blue, but I thought you'd like the idea.
Well, I don't.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you had plans for this evening.
I don't. It's just that I don't want to go out, that's all.
Look, I'm sorry if I misunderstood.
Yeah, we could leave.
No, wait, not yet. I just need to speak to Sheridan in private for a moment. How about upstairs? It'll just be a couple of minutes, that's all. Thank you. You guys make yourself comfortable. Please keep an ear out for James on the monitor, and there's drinks and snacks in the kitchen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Oh, okay. How soon can we do it? How soon can we get married?
Whenever you want.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, no, we couldn't possibly do it tomorrow. I've got way too many plans to make. I've got to call the club, and I've got to... Oh. No. Scratch that. No, I think I'd rather have the ceremony here, and if it's warm, we can do it in the backyard.
Oh, that was quite a leap. From the country club to my modest backyard. Hey, are you sure you want to get married here?
I can't think of any place I'd rather start our new life together. And I think we should keep down.
My goodness, you certainly have changed. I mean, there was a time when you wouldn't have dreamed of anything so humble. You would have been on the phone to that hotel in Paris.
Oh, the Georges sank. Yeah. Now it has nothing on this living room. Doesn't even appeal to me anymore. Sam, I've learned a few things the hard way over the years.
Like what?
You need a list? Okay. First, money doesn't mean anything if you're not with the person you love. The happiest days of my life have been here with you. Just cleaning and cooking and shopping with coupons.
My goodness. Are you sure you're the real Ivy Winthrop?
I'm more real than I have ever been. Sam, as long as I have you, I don't need anything else.
Do not give up hope, my love. No dragon will be a match for me when it comes to my maiden fair.
Why are you doing this? Where are you taking me?
No more questions. You'll see soon enough.
Your humble knight is on his way to save the day. No dragon will bring harm to my fair and virginal maiden.
Gwen, just say it, please. Just say it out loud. I need to hear you say it, that no matter what those test results say, you will not take Ethan off life support.
You know what, Teresa? For the last time, stay out of this. Ethan wouldn't even be where he is now if it weren't for you.
I just need a no from you, Gwen.
Yeah, you always need. When are you going to realize that it's these needs of yours that are destroying people, Teresa? And you say you love Ethan.
I do. I love him with all of my heart.
Oh, that's some kind of love. I don't call it love.
And what you're talking about is, Gwen, if Dr. Russell had asked me to go find Ethan's living will, I would have said absolutely not, because never in a million years would I use it. Without Ethan's wishes in writing, the hospital cannot be authorized to take him off life support.
I know what a living will is, Teresa. And I am pretty sure that Ethan signed his. He doesn't want machines keeping him alive.
So you would do it, wouldn't you?
Teresa, I have a responsibility to carry out my husband's wishes, whatever they are.
Now, you accuse me of nearly killing Ethan when what I did was a horrible accident. What you're talking about is cold-blooded murder. You are willing to kill Ethan, the man you love.
Is that it, Fancy? Do you still care about me? Is that why you're upset I came into your friend's hotel suite?
Dream on, Noah. That's without a doubt the most ludicrous, egotistical idea I've ever heard.
Don't tell me you two are still giving each other the cold freeze. I want you to be friends.
We're fine.
That's right, we're fine.
All right, so what's next?
Let's go to dinner first. I haven't eaten since breakfast. You will come with us, won't you, Fancy?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
come on. I'll lend you something to wear.
Yeah, of course she'll come. She's got to put a little meat on those scrawny bones of hers.
Scrawny? Bones?
Told you she'd come.
Fine. Yeah, I'll have dinner with you, but that's it. Oh, and if you're expecting anything more from Romeo here, I wouldn't get your hopes up. He was just telling me he's not a gigolo.
Well, whoever said anything about him being a gigolo? He can be our escort. Our full-service escort. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Look, there's really no point in having this talk, Chris.
I think there is. I don't want to upset you, but it's quite obvious that there's a reason that you don't want to go out with me tonight.
Well, just let it be.
We know each other too well for this. What's wrong, Sheridan?
I can't tell you.
Or is it that you don't want to? You said you trusted me.
I do. Okay. Look, with Luis gone, dead, my little boy's still missing. How can I go out on a dinner date as if everything is normal?
Nobody asked you to forget what happened.
It's not just that. It's the present, too. I mean, I don't feel comfortable leaving James, even for a couple of hours.
But we've got Pilar's daughter and her boyfriend who seem very responsible. And I'm sure they'll call us if he wakes up or if there's a problem.
It's more than that. It just doesn't feel right to leave James with anyone but us right now. Like, after Beth kidnapped Marty, I'm just afraid the same thing could happen all over again.
But nobody's after James. And the situation is completely different from when that Beth woman lived here.
I didn't say that my fears were rational. It's just the way that I feel. I can't go out with you tonight, and if you don't understand that, then that's just too bad.
So you would do it, wouldn't you? Dr. Russell says those test results prove that Ethan's brain damage looks to be permanent. You would take him off life support. You would take away his chance at life.
Teresa, shut up. I mean, for the last time, you need to shut up. You have no right whatsoever to express an opinion on this at all. I would not be facing the worst day of my life if it weren't for your selfish, obsessive, compulsive behavior in the first place. Ethan would be here. He'd be here with me, at home, getting ready to tuck Jane into bed.
My daughter by him, Gwen. Don't forget that my youngest child's father is Ethan.
Forget? How could I possibly forget that you tricked Ethan into getting you pregnant? You know, I should have known that you were teetering on the edge of insanity and you were capable of doing anything. But Teresa, never in a million years would I ever think it would come to this. You and I are standing here talking about Ethan dying.
And I love him, Gwen. Just like you do. Even more.
Oh, don't you ever let me hear you say that ever again, because you wouldn't know the first thing about real love if you fell over it. I don't give a damn about what you think you know or what you think is right. I am Ethan's wife, and I know what I need to do.
Not kill him, Gwen. Please, not kill him. Anything but that. Look, I know Ethan, and I know that he would not give up hope, no matter what.
Teresa, you don't know anything about Ethan that is connected to any sort of reality, okay? I don't have an unrequited crush on him. I am married to him. You know what that means? That means we have actually had long conversations about our life together, about our future together, about what's important to us. Not fantasy-filled, dreamy ramblings that fuel your unrealistic, unpredictable, violent behavior.
I still say Ethan wouldn't want to die.
And I know, for a fact, what he would want under certain circumstances. After the Terry Schiavo situation, a lot of people had a conversation about what they would do if they were in the same tragic circumstances, and Ethan and I were no different. Do you know what he told me? Teresa, he told me very calmly and very clearly that he would not want to be kept alive by machines. He thought it would just compound the tragedy in so many levels for me and for Jane.
No. No, I don't believe Ethan said that.
He did say that. Teresa, Ethan does not want to be kept alive by machines.
Esme, really, hooking up with our limo driver, it's got to be one of the worst ideas you've ever had.
This coming from the country's #1 party girl. Never mind the chef in Ravello. Do you remember the gardener in Milan? You're just jealous because I saw Noah first.
Hardly.
And what are you being so crabby about?
You can do so much better, Esme. I mean, really, a guy who will do whatever with any woman who has a checkbook?
Oh, is that true, Noah? Would you be this sweet with all your clients?
Oh, of course not, Angel. I have my standards.
Yeah, I can tell.
Would you stop being such a pain? Look, it is not like I'm going to bed right now. He can be our tour guide and show us around this little town of yours. That is, if there is anything to see.
I, for one, don't need anyone to show me around Harmony.
Oh, come on. I can show you a few things you've never seen before.
I doubt it.
Anyway, I charge a little more for tour guide duties.
Nope, that's not a problem. I can double your usual pay. Oh, and part of your duties will be fending off all of the guys that hit on me and Fancy at dinner. And they always do.
No doubt.
Yeah, you would be surprised the kind of wackos you'll run into when you're unchaperoned.
Oh, I can imagine. I've run into some pretty whacked out people in this town myself.
I warned you to stay away from my son.
I knew you were petty and mean, Ivy, but a real-life dragon?
Whatever works. Yes, this should do quite nicely.
Oh my god! Not the Valley of Eternal Hellfire!
Now you're getting the picture. I wasn't playing around, Kay. Oh, excuse me, Princess Kay. You're never going to see my son again.
Don't do this! Please don't do this!
Yes, it's true, King Samuel will be saddened by the loss of his eldest daughter. But I'll see him through his mourning, and he'll love me even more than he already does.
But you'll be caught. Prince Fox will know you murdered me. He'll tell my father.
Wrong again, Kay. Do you see your gallant knight anywhere around? I'll just morph back into my queenly self and tell him you fell to a tragic death trying to get away from the mean old dragon.
What did I tell you, Indora? She's going to get away with it. Poor Maria's about to lose her mommy.
Unhand her, you beastly dragon!
Fox, you don't know who you're talking to. It's your...
I don't care who sent this vile dragon to do its evil work. I will kill him before I let him steal the life of my love. My precious bride.
Ah! You don't understand, Fox! You know this dragon! You know her very well!
Her? You call this monster a she? Who might it be?
It might be the woman who gave birth to you, Fox. A son should know his mother no matter what she's wearing.
Mother?
It's a shame you were so intent on spending the rest of your life with Princess Kay. In order to do that, you'll have to kill me first. Can you do that, Fox?
I wonder if Fancy would be my maid of honor.
I wonder how Noah, Kay, and Jessica will react to the news.
And Ethan. Ethan. I'd give anything for Ethan to be able to walk me down the aisle. Imagine how happy he'd be with his mother and father finally getting married.
We have to believe that it can happen. That he'll recover in time.
I want to believe it, Sam, I do. I'm afraid to get my hopes up. But I would love for Ethan to be a part of the happiest day of my life.
Ethan wouldn't want to die. He has got everything to live for.
Teresa, he had everything to live for until you took it away from him. He was very specific. He said that if the doctor said there was no brain function or there was no hope for real recovery, that he did not want to be kept alive by artificial means. I really need you to not make this harder for me than it already is. Please just don't.
I just don't believe this.
Nothing is even decided yet. I know Ethan had a living will, and I need to find it. If Eve comes back and tells me that the results of the new tests are the same as the old ones, that he has no brain function. Teresa, you need to know that I am going to carry out my husband's wishes. It's the least I can do for the man I love and for the man I married.
Hold that thought, okay? Bueno? Sí? This is Roberto. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who was that?
One guess. He wanted to talk about the drugs.
Noah, darling, I took the liberty of having this tux sent up. It wasn't hard guessing your size after you tried on those pajamas before, which, by the way, are in the trunk of your limo. A little remembrance of our time together.
You're very generous.
Oh, that's what all my friends say. 42 regular, right?
Perfect.
Good. Well, then I'll just hang it in the bedroom, and you can come and change whenever you're ready.
I'll be right there.
Escorts. Friend, tour guide. They're all euphemisms for gigolo,
Right.
Noah.
Look, listen, by definition, a gigolo is a guy who's only with a woman because of her money.
Exactly. There's no way you'd be with Esme if she weren't paying you.
Why not? I find it refreshing to be with a woman who actually likes me for a change, instead of hanging around with the ones who don't.
I'm really sorry. I can see all the trouble you went to.
Don't be silly. Getting a babysitter is hardly trouble. I feel like such a jerk for being so insensitive. I should have known that you weren't ready yet.
It's not your fault. You deserve to celebrate after all your good news.
Well, it is something to be a free man again. After years of being in the witness protection program, I can hardly believe I can walk around like a normal person again. I hope you know that I didn't mean any disrespect to Luis's memory.
Of course not.
Well, maybe sometime in the future, I won't press, right? I'm just gonna go tell Paloma that we won't be needing her services anymore.
Help me, please! Don't let her drop me in there, my sweet prince. I beseech you.
Mother? But how? But why?
He'd do better to rescue his damsel than waste time plying his giant lizard mother with questions.
Why, indeed. The girl is utterly and completely unworthy of you.
But I love her. You should want what makes me happy.
Who on earth told you that? Dr. Phil? Goodbye and good riddance, Kay.
I won't let you do it. I'll smite you if I must.
Smite me? I don't think so. You may be angry with me at the moment, Foxworth, but you'll get over it in time and realize I only had your best interests at heart. It's not in you to kill your own mother.
I mean, if Ethan finished his living will, it's gotta be in here somewhere.
Gwen, if you can't find it, the hospital won't be legally authorized to turn off his life support system.
Teresa, did you not hear me? I mean, are you now, even now, only thinking about yourself and how you can manipulate the situation?
What are you talking about?
Teresa, a marriage, I mean, a real marriage between a man and a woman isn't about one person's needs. It's about doing selfless sacrifices for one another, no matter how hard it is. Listen, I'm gonna carry out Ethan's wishes, even if it kills me. If those test results come back and they say that there's no hope for Ethan's recovery, I have absolutely no choice. Do you understand that? I'm gonna do for Ethan what he would do for me, and I owe that to him, even if it means ending what is left of his life.
Noah?
I'll be right there.
Oh, don't be too long. I'm starved. No, every time I walk into a room with the two of you alone, you are glaring at each other. What did that little cutie ever do to you?
I'm just not in a great mood, that's all.
Understatement, police. You know, you are being awful. I can only blame it on this dinky little town your grandfather's forcing you to stay in.
My mood has nothing to do with Harmony.
Oh, well, then it must be about that boy you were telling me about earlier, the bourgeois one that things didn't work out with.
He wasn't bourgeois. He was just normal. I started to fall for a normal guy for a change.
Well, get over it. Open your eyes and check out the available merchandise. I mean, we have a treasure right in there.
He doesn't interest me in the least.
Well, then you are not paying attention, girl. And remind me to call Naomi in New York and tell her that I am going to be very, very late tonight.
Chris, wait.
What is it?
Don't tell Paloma and Roberto to leave. Let's go to dinner like you planned.
But
I can't let my silly fears get in the way of celebrating your good fortune. I've just got to stop obsessing about Beth. It's not as if she's a threat to James.
I think it's highly unlikely.
Let me just go pull myself together and we'll go.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It'll be good for both of us.
That's the spirit.
Damn Beth and my father for taking you both from me.
I know this house isn't much, but I can't really afford anything else right now.
I love this house. I wouldn't want to move even if we could. What are you thinking?
Jessica, I'm gonna have to break the news to her gently.
Sam, I know Jessica hates me, but I promise you, I'm gonna do everything I can to win her over and make our relationship work.
Thank you. I just want us all to get along and become one big, happy family. You know, the all for one, one for all. I just want us to count on each other, okay? No matter what.
Now, if you want this little alliance to continue, you need to tell me what you really want.
I want that bitch, Kay Bennett, out of my son's life for good.
The question is, what will Fox do? Is he the hero Kay believes he is? Is he man enough to kill his mother to save Kay's life?
Mother, listen to me. You don't want to do this, not really. You're not in your right mind.
Oh, but I am, Fox. You're young and short-sighted. You don't have any long view. I do trust Mother. Mother knows best. This is not the girl for you.
Yes. Yes, she is, Mother. She's the only woman I've ever loved. If you kill her, I'll never forgive you.
Of course you will. Life goes on.
Don't make me do this.
Oh, put that thing away. There's absolutely no reason to get so excited.
Then you'll let Kay live.
Of course, darling. I was just testing you, dear. I wanted to see how genuine your love for the girl was.
Oh, thank God. You know, you really had me fooled there for a minute. Give her back to me. Give her back to me so we can ride back to the wedding on my trusty steed and Friar Lonigan can finish marrying us.
But of course, dear.
I'd trust a snake in the grass more than I'd trust Dragon Ivy. She's not going to let her live.
I'm just saying that, what if those test results come back and they show no hope for improvement? I mean, how do we really know for sure? Now, what if in a few months the medical science comes up with a cure for Ethan and it's too late?
Teresa, look, you are grasping at straws here, okay? How would you like to lie there like a vegetable with people staring at you, talking about your quality of life, running tests on you? You wouldn't like it any more than Ethan would. Okay. Okay, here it is. I don't know why I'm surprised Ethan's a lawyer. He wouldn't let something like this go.
Let me look at it, please.
Stop it. Oh, it's all here in black and white. All of Ethan's wishes, in any eventuality, including this one. Ethan does not want to be kept alive on life support.
Hello, Ma. Would you sit down? You're making me even more nervous.
What else did he say?
I didn't give him the chance to say anything. What I don't like is the fact that he called to my cell phone. I mean, this call could be monitored by anyone.
You have to call him again, Roberto. You have to tell him to stop contacting you. If anyone else finds out what we're doing, we'll go to jail.
Soon as Noah's done, we can change. Need any help with your cummerbund, Noah?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks.
Oh. You look positively...
Penguin-like.
Well, if all penguins look like you, I'm moving to Antarctica. Or wherever they hang out. Are you ready to go out?
Oh, absolutely.
I can't wait. You know, you may be my tour guide, but I am going to show you the night of your life.
May I come in?
Sure, I'll be right out.
How is this possible?
What's that?
That you even look more beautiful than a few minutes ago. You feel like a princess.
Princesses live happily ever after.
Your life is not over yet, Sheridan. You'll be happy again. I'm sure of it.
I hope so. Thank you for trying to get me out of myself. It's exactly what I need.
Let's hope so.
So, are you okay with my philosophy? I just think that we've all been hurt enough that we need to make a commitment to changing things. You know, if we vow not to hurt each other in any way, I truly believe that this can work.
Absolutely. All for one and one for all. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That wasn't funny, Mother. You frightened Princess Kay half to death.
Did I, dear? Well, that certainly wasn't my intention.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
What's taking you so long? Just let her go so I can comfort her.
No. My intention was certainly not to cause you or Kay any needless alarm.
Mother, no!
Oopsie daisy. Butterfingers.
How am I supposed to do this? I mean, it's one thing to want to carry out Ethan's wishes. It's a whole other thing to actually hand over his signed permission.
Well, there's still a chance that the next batch of tests will show some hope for improvement.
What if they don't? Teresa, if those test results come back the way I'm afraid they're going to, you know I'm gonna have no choice.
When... If you could just listen to me just this once for Ethan's sake, please. If you could just listen to me, please.
Okay. I'm listening.
You do have a choice. As Ethan's wife, you're the one person who can speak for him now. You just have to tear up that will, and then the hospital won't dare take him off life support. They can't.
Teresa, these are his wishes.
I know, but if he said that he wanted to die, Gwen, think about it. He wasn't thinking clearly. Look, I know you don't want to do this. And I also know that you don't want the responsibility for a life and death decision. I mean, what are you gonna tell Jane when she asks you how her father died? How are you gonna answer her when she asks you? Wasn't there something that you could have done just to keep him alive just a little bit longer? How are you gonna answer her when she says, how come you didn't love Daddy enough to take a leap of faith that someday he could recover enough to be a daddy to her again? Gwen, please. We can tear up that living will together, and no one will ever know. And all you have to do is tell Dr. Russell that Ethan never got around to making one up. Give him a chance, Gwen. Give Ethan a chance at life.
Do you want me?
Yes, damn it, I want you.
Your father proposed and I accepted.
I hope you'll be happy for me.
You gotta stop Gwen. She's going to kill Ethan.
Cue the organ music and tune in tomorrow.